Everybody to War Commander Unshackled, Brothers Wrath. Well, I'm gonna do a quick list on everybody who's on here, and then Dr. Phil has got some things to say, and then we'll really kick this bitch off. Starting up tonight, we have David the Deuce Dark Shadows. We have Debo, Dejer. We have Fuck You. We have Satan. We have Iron Man. We have Jody Girl. We have the one and only immortal Dr. Phil. We have Venom, and of course, yours truly, Shadow Killer. Now, before I pass this off to Phil, I got a couple things I want to say. The list that is being made for Wrong Thinker will not be touched. We're going to send it in its entirety to him about 2 weeks before he comes on the show, and we're going to let him pick and choose whatever questions he wants to answer. All right, we will not, it'll be all on him. We're not going to burn him. There'll be no disrespecting of him on the show. Now I've got a couple PMs and people saying that, that's not the unshackled way, and it is. All right, we burn people who deserve to be burned. He does not deserve to be burned, so we're not going to do it, and that is just it. YouTube will be highly monitored. This is a closed mic show when he comes on. It'll only be a couple of us, and that is it. There'll be nobody else on the show. It will be completely closed mic until he leaves, and then of course I'll open it up to everybody. It will probably be a very long show because I want discussions about what he's talking about and all. All right, so everybody take that into effect, okay? We will not be burning him. We will not disrespect him. All right, Phil. It's all on you.
All right. David, stay the fuck muted because I don't want you ruining my chi. And if you do, I'll fucking boot you. So I want to get that out of the way first. Well, over the last few days, I've had some time off and I've had some time to think about a lot of the stuff that's going down between us and between the War Commander Omega Council or War Commander Battle Vortex, and that's my fucking phone. It's ruining my own chi. So I've thought about it repeatedly, and like some of the stuff I write in the forums, everything that I want to say has to be carefully crafted and carefully thought about, and to put this into the correct way to do it. And this is, I want to clear the air and try and repair some of the damage that has been done over the last few months with us and other members of the community having a lot of time over the events. It's really time to make an actually positive statement rather than all the crap and the apologizing and the bashing that's been done on both sides, which it has pretty much come to a halt. It still happens here and there. Snide comments are always going to be made by the ones who have the thickest skulls that is completely impassable to any kind of rational thinking. And some will agree with it, and some aren't going to agree with it. And I read Fear's post, Fear's article. I don't remember what it was called. I should have really wrote that down, but I didn't. It got posted to the Unshackled page, and I did. I read it in great detail. And while I'd like to leave what has already happened in the past, of course, hindsight is 2020, and what happened has happened, and it's time to rebuild the bridges that we pretty much set fire to and then ran in the other direction. So yes, I'd like to personally thank Fear and Battle Vortex as a whole. Without it, I wouldn't be sat here talking to any of you right here, right now. One time or another, I've been on a lot of the shows, most of them, if not all of them at one point. Starting with the roundtables, the VP roundtables, the War Commander roundtables, the Vega roundtables, and I was an arbiter for Vega Conflict. I was an arbiter on War Commander, and I learned a lot of stuff while I was in there. And a lot of the stuff that I learned over there, I've put into practice over here at Unshackled. And it's worked for the most part. There's been a lot of stupid shit that has been said that just needs to be swept under the carpet. But some people just can't leave well enough alone. And that's what we've done it, and they've done it, and that's where it needs to end. And without BB Talk Live, BB Talk Live War Commander, Vega Conflict, Battle Pirates, all of the other shows that have gone on, I wouldn't have met the man, the myth, the legend that is Shadow Killer, and the wonderful Queen of War Commander, which is Skipjack. So yes, without Battle Vortex, there would be no Unshackled at all. And it has to be recognized that it's something most people are forgetting. And no, I'm not sucking up to anybody or bad mouthing anybody either. Unshackled had a bit of a rocky start. We said some shit, they said some shit. And right at this point in time is where the divergence, it needs to happen, but it needs to happen in a way that isn't overly negative. And that's what it has been. And the knowledge that I've come across and the road ahead now, well, no one knows exactly how long is this going to happen. It could happen for 6 months. It could happen for a year, 2 years, or until the end of War Commander. So that's pretty much that. And I want to wish Battle Vortex or the Omega Council or whatever it's rebranded as after the changes are made, I want to wish them all the best of luck with their endeavors, and the rest of the V team, look with their shows. Price is Wrong and Vlad, who do the Battle Pirate show, and Earth, who runs the Vega show. Best with what they're doing. And pretty much personally thank Fear for all of the work that went into making the Battle Vortex community what it is. Making the Unshackled community. This is what has gone on. This Unshackled it's a split off. It's exactly what it is. And it needs to be recognized as such. It's not Fear's creation. It's Shadow Killer's creation. Unshackled is Shadow Killer's little baby. That's where it is. And it needs to be recognized. It is a splinter, but it is its own entity. And we run the shows the way we do the shows. The other guys run incredible amounts of effort for the shows that they run as well. We're not gods. We're not saviors. We're flesh and blood people, just like everybody else. That all being said, all hail the immortal Dr. Phil, and we can crack on with the show.
All right. Well, hell yeah. I got to throw my 2 cents in on that.
Go to
Fuck
it.
As far as Heike and them, or White Witch and all them leaving the show, I really feel bad. Straight out, I feel bad. I feel like it's our fault. But it isn't. Okay. At the end of the day, the decision stops at the top. And you're right. And I agree with you wholeheartedly that this is a spinoff of Battle Vortex. You can't deny it. Not any of us can deny that. Okay. But, you know, it's not the spinoff that I think he was expecting. Okay. No. It's not what he was expecting. He's expecting us to fail epically. Okay. And what pisses me off more than anything else wasn't the producers or any of that. I've said this over and over again, and I'll keep saying it until the end of time. I've got no hard feelings with them. White Witch, Heavy Gunner, even Grizzly. I have no problems with them. What they did, they did to the best of their ability because they were being handcuffed. Okay. And I believe that. But what pisses me off more than anything is him slapping down the hand we reached out for. We reached our hand out to him we had that show with both of us on there. And then he comes back with that bullshit and he calls you guys my minions. Do you guys know that? Everybody out there on YouTube, everybody that's listening, everybody that everything that has to do with this show, all you people who like and subscribe and all that shit, you guys are my minions. I control all of you somehow or another. And that's what pisses me off. It makes it sound like I'm some kind of fucking hardcore dictator that's telling all you people that I'm in charge. That I'm telling all of you to go out there and do all this shit to them. And I've said it live. Straight out live. to we have no problem with them. None. White Witch, Heavy Gunner. Yeah, me and Heavy Gunner, we had our little tiff. But that we're family. That's what we do. Okay, family had they we have our bickerments, we have our times. But I have no hard feelings for them. And I'll be honest, I think they should do a show that's outside the Battle Vortex umbrella. Go Unshackled way. Do your own. I mean
Maybe they will.
that is my own personal thing is I think they had a great concept. I think White Witch should do a show that's not under the Battle Vortex umbrella and do it in German do it in another language like what Franco does. That
Yeah.
shit would be awesome. Outside of the Battle Vortex umbrella, she can jam her own show. She doesn't have to worry about the rules and regulations that she has, and she can have it in her language. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I think they did a great job for what, and I don't have no hard feelings, guys. Please, 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 listen. I have no hard feelings. Like I said, me and Harry Gunner, we had our little tiff, but that's all it was.
It
You know,
happens.
yeah, you get past it. But her, I really think that she should throw together a show that has her on there, like what Franco has with his Latino show. Man, that would fucking rock. That would so fucking rock. To
We
her
need to
have a
be
show, and
brushing
I
up on
know
my
she knows
German.
more than one language. So hell, she could have a multilingual show.
That would hurt my head.
But it would not rock for all
It
those people
probably
who
would.
live in those other countries who have a hard time understanding English. I mean, come on, that would be a kick-ass fucking show for her. That'd be great. Because in my mind, she had, and I told her on the last show that she has the potential to be a bitchin' motherfucking producer. I said this, and I'll say it again. I think she was hampered with the rules and regulations of Battle Vortex.
Mm,
And Battle Vortex, hey,
I
they've
think
been
it would be
around.
a little of both because
Yeah.
we hit them hard
Phil, can I
and they expect it.
Well, hold on, because I'm going to go for a minute, and then you guys can take over. What's up, Hubby Gunner? I mean, straight out, and I have no hard feelings towards Battle Vortex, none. All right, but you know something? When you come on to promote a gaming company on a show, you don't go around and tell other people that you fucking hate the gaming company. All right, yeah, we have our problems with Kicksai. It's a love hate relationship. We
It
love
is.
them one week, hate them the next. But at the end of the day, we are committed 5 year plus players. All right, we no matter what, we may get on their ass and all, but we love our game, we love our company. But you don't sit there and promote a company in the public's eye and then go behind their backs and say, well, I fucking hate this company. I can't stand this fucking company. Fuck this company. The company's a bunch of assholes and cocksuckers. Okay, you just don't do that. Be honest. Be out front with it. If you don't like them, don't fucking hide about it. Say it live. Don't wait till you're behind closed doors. Man the fuck up.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing before we pass it to Venom. All right. About the show, pissed off motherfucker. I did break YouTube's terms of service. So from now on, there will not be any kind of Facebook pictures put up on here at all, ever, unless it's your own. All right. If it's your own, you're on. But I did break the rules. I did email YouTube. I did not get penalized for it, contrary to people's belief. Matter of fact, let me screenshot this so everybody can
On the
see.
green.
All right, give me just a second. I show. Where the hell is that damn thing? Not analytics.
Sorry, I just have to hammer somebody.
Um, channel. Here we go. channel. All right, bam. I'll screen share this. Oh, uh, okay. Give me just a second, guys, so I can pass this over here to this side. Am I screen sharing on YouTube?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, any minute now.
You see this? Community guideline status. You see this right here?
They just pulled it.
I have 0 community strikes because I emailed YouTube and apologized because they were right. I was wrong. All right.
And the video was pulled.
Yep. And it was pulled. And I emailed YouTube and I asked why. And they are the one who told me that I violated. I apologized. But look, 0 community guideline strikes. So you out there who's passing information saying that I got in trouble, fuck you. You can go fuck yourself. Because unlike you, I'm not fucking scared to hide my shit, bitch. I'll publicly show everything. I don't give a rat's ass. So you can go fuck yourself hard. All right, Venom.
Well, I just wanted to add, I wanted to say that um, I don't feel that it was. I don't like the fact that they walked away, Heike and all. I feel that she was self-hampering. She didn't really have the ability in her own self, in my opinion, to just ignore some of the stuff coming in her right ear from him and just go at her own and evolve the show into something that she could view, that she could envision it to become. From the get-go, I wanted both sides to exist, both sides to succeed. They had their points of view and their abilities to bring certain things to the table. We had ours. For me personally, this whole clusterfuck, we in this segment of this show, in this forum, we have a certain criteria of rules that we follow. We try to promote the most accurate information. We try to be the most inclusive as far as commenting with people out on YouTube, on the forums, on the Unshackled page, all the players of all the community. As far as us being lucky enough that Wrong Thinker is assuming he'll make some time and put some time aside to actually come into the lion's den, so to speak, and talk on this show. I know for a fact, you're not going to softball anything. Like you said, you're not editing the questions. They're going to go in the entirety. You are giving him the benefit of perusing the questions ahead of time so he can see what is within the realm and scope of what he's legally allowed to answer, what he can simply write off and just breeze through a quick summation of, we've already discussed this, and you don't need to answer this question because this is this has already been done. You should be aware. That being said, the people out there in Unshackled land can understand you're not kissing ass, you're not sucking up, you're not softballing stuff. If there's something wrong, you still are going to call him out on it. You're still going to expect an honest and concise answer from him. No bullshit. And if you catch him in bullshit, you'll say, no, that's wrong. This doesn't make sense, or why. So I mean, they don't have to fear that. And that's the slight difference that I see between you, Shadow Killer, and Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil does it eloquently in text on the forums. You do it a little less eloquently, but still more powerfully and to the point here on the show, or
You can
in the
say
prior
I'm
shows.
ghetto. You can say I'm ghetto.
It's near and dear to my heart. You speak bluntly. You don't waste time and waste your breath trying to soft sell an opinion. You have your thoughts, your theories, and you go with them, and that's it. That's how you are, and that's why the people out there in YouTube that come to these episodes every time and again, watch them again and again, watch them after they get off work or whatever, 800 viewers at a time. That's why they're here, because you are to the point, honest, you hold your convictions, you don't promote bullshit, you don't accept lies, and you keep the community as best you can You know, being that you're not in bed with Kixeye itself, that you're sitting in the halls seeing the art before it comes out, or talking to the guy developing the next great thing that we might see in the game. You only have the information that you can then gather, but still you take that information and you give it to us. You don't hide anything. And that's the beauty of this venue, where, you know, from my outside experience looking in to that side of the show, the other show, they had an unwillingness to risk. There was no risk because they only wanted the reward, and they didn't want to put risk where they could potentially lose it. And it to me, it's just backfired.
Yeah, you okay? You know, at the end of the day, and I've said it before. I got to go in just a second, so I'm going to throw this out real quick. You know, it's like this. Okay, I you have to accept the consequences of your actions at all times. Okay, at all times. And like when I got kicked off of Battle Vortex, that was my own fault. That was not White Witch's fault. That was not Fear's fault. That was nobody's fault but my own. Okay, that was me. I lost control of the show. And, at the end of the day, I was lead producer. That means the buck stopped with me. I made the mistake. I let the show go where it should never have went. And don't get me wrong, that's a night that will live forever in War Commander history.
Infamy is
Okay,
more accurate.
it is. I mean, it will be to the end of War Commander days one of the most awesome shows I've ever done, ever. And yeah, it cost me, but you know something? Look what happened out of that. The Legion drones were compromised. Everything that we asked for has been worked to given to us in one form or another. Remember, with Kickstarter, it's give and take. So I mean, yeah, I paid the price, but you know something? It was worth it. It was worth it, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. All right, I've got to go. I will be right back.
Okay, okay. So we'll wrap this bitch up. We'll get on with the update notes. Of what update notes there are, but there are some update notes. Give me a second. I'll get this on the old screen share. Present me. Where's the fucking update? There they are. The following changes and fixes were applied on the 18th of the first update. I'm doing it the British way. Because it's backwards and it shouldn't be. Day, month, year. Learn your fucking calendar. Brothers Wrath will start on Tuesday, January the 19th. See? Day, month. It's not that hard. And then on Wednesday, January the 25th. The Omega Hydra base was out on the 18th, that's a bit late on that post, but it has been out all day. Elite Hydra parts, blah, blah, blah. We already know all that bollocks. This is kind of something that annoys me a little bit. This week only, the Liberator and Apollo bases only drop uncommon and rare tech. From the 16th to the 18th only. Since the Apollo tech, the concussion tech on the Apollos is a common tech, red or bronze or whatever the hell they like to call it.
Bronze.
Yeah, it's the low tech that I want, and I am not getting it, and I'm rather annoyed. But that's a forum post that is still going on now. The Elite Mega Tank's dead sprite is cut off. All right, if anybody still uses Elite Mega Tanks, please quit the game now and never go back on again. Fix level 1 walls at times do not display correctly, appearing invisible. Level 1 walls. When was the last time any of you had a level 1 wall?
I could build some on my little account.
Certain conditions cause platoons to become unattackable and unscoutable. Now, Heavy Gunner came on, I think it was either last week or the week before, and talked about his buddy with the unattackable platoons. And they fixed that. This is obviously the general fix that has come out with this. And this will make everybody happy that has had a problem with the radio tower. The advanced scout charges do not refill after cooldown timer expires is now fixed.
Thank God.
According to Kixeye. That is now fixed. So we'll move on to the Brothers' Wrath. Sentinels have returned to the sector in hopes of acquiring a mysterious artifact. Mission they successfully accomplished. The artifact turned out to be an old hard drive from the days before the Great War. Alright, that's something I don't know about. Though we eventually recovered the hard drive, Malachi had already gotten what he needed off it. Despite achieving the goal, Malachi has not left the sector. It is clear his work is not yet done. He's bringing new weapons to bear and has called his right hand to help him in his dirty work. The malevolent brother Jeremiah. Okay. The drive itself has been encrypted and survivor technology isn't up to the task of decrypting it. Unfortunately, this means the survivors will need to ask for help from the technologically advanced corpus. A comma in there would have fucking helped, Sulaco. Whether or not Shadow is interested in an alliance remains to be seen. Brothers' Wrath will start on Thursday, January the 19th, and end on Wednesday, January the 25th. There will be 3 tracks available, the usual attack, defense, and master tiers. Through the attack tiers, you will gain the Apollo Arms component caches, master mission unlocks, hammer tank component arms caches, and detonators. From those particular things, arm caches found later on will provide rarer techs. Defense missions. Progress through the defense missions to unlock hammer tank component arms caches, Apollo component arms caches, master mission unlocks, and event XP. Arms caches found in the later event missions will provide rarer component tech. Now, master missions. This is where all the shit kicks off. Only be replayed after you complete the required attack and defense, but provide featured units. The Fury, which is the air unit, the Vindicator, which is the miniature juggernaut, the Acolytes, and additional operation resets and event XP. There are a limited number of mission resets. Progress can be reset at any time. Resetting allows players to start back from the beginning to re-earn mission prizes available. All players start with 4 mission resets when the event starts. 1 mission reset will be earned from completing all master missions. So we've gone back to completing all of the master waves before you're able to get anything of any use anyway. Victory conditions. All buildings must be destroyed in order to achieve victory. The only exception are the 70, 75, and 80 bases, where all the defenders must be killed. Base level 50 victory requirements. Do one or the other. Kill 200 preservers or kill everything. This does not include drones or last stand defenders. Now, the event prizes. This is the new air, the Fury. It targets ground and air, has high range and high damage. I do believe it's 550 at level 1. And I think it stays at 550 throughout the entire upgrade path. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The Vindicator, also known as the miniature juggernaut, because it does heavy damage. It's got a multiplier, area damage, it's got a good range, and high damage. Legendary Hellfire components. These are new. These are basically all of the Hellfire components that you've had already to fit on the Legendary Hellfire. So, Legendary Active Targeting, the Magnum Heavy Engine, the Inferno Missile, Steel-Plated Roof, and upgraded Tread. New components for the Omega Phantom. Proton Bombs component. Increases damage to infantry up to 100%. Adds busted status to Omega Phantom's bombs. There you go, Lonnie, there's one for you. Targeting Visor X component. Increases Omega Phantom's damage up 50%. Allows Omega Phantom bombs to hit airborne enemies. And, of course, the Stripper Pole Brothers Wrath's War Trophy. There is the extended prize list. Of course, Liberators, Hades, Hammer, Apollo are all in the store. Expert Cyclones, Expert Howlers, Expert Hailstorms. Advanced Nimbuses, Advanced Grenadiers, Advanced Lead Grenadiers, Advanced Hailstorms, Advanced Punishers, Advanced Tempests. Advanced Auto Tanks, Advanced Cyclones, Advanced Lead Commando, Advanced Commando. Advanced Jackal, Advanced Nightmare, Advanced Hellhound, Advanced Lead Preserver, Advanced Warhorse, Advanced Lead Heavy Operator, Advanced Heavy Operator, Advanced Operator, Advanced Lead Operator. Point Defense, Weapons Lab, Talon Drones, Legendary Mega Tank, the component bundles and the singular components, the legendary laser tank, the components and singular components. Legendary Hellfires are in this store. If you want to play with them, well, good luck. The component bundle, the singular components, Night Owls, chemicals, silicon cores, the sector gold points, phantom parts, elite phantom parts, all the phantom techs, phantom war paints that are still ridiculously priced. Now, you have both access in this event to the elite Titan tech and the Omega Titan tech. So if you don't have any, or you're missing out on some of the Omega Titan techs that you missed out in the gear store, you have another shot at getting them in the event. The Omega techs are 400,000 each, which is a little bit expensive, but some of the techs are worth getting, especially the drone components, the Wingman Squadron and the Bomber Squadron for the Omega Titan, or if you don't have that, Seek and Destroy for the Elite Titan is something you definitely want to have. The Elite Titan components are 200,000 each, which again is a little bit high. And yeah, it's a bit high, and I'm not a fan of some of the pricings for those particular components, nor am I a fan of the million fucking XP war paints. But that, as we say, is that. So, David, since you're at the top of the panel, what do you think?
You went too quick. No, just kidding.
I wanted to get through that list as quickly as possible.
Yes, I understand. That's what I said. You wanted to drink your coffee.
No, I'd like a fucking comma in there somewhere.
Right. As far as the event prizes go, I think this is a catch-up event.
It is.
In all honesty, for a lot of players, and that's about it. I will say the new units rock in the preview server. They were excellent units. So, I mean, there's not much to say other than it's a catch-up event for a lot of people. This is the time to get the units that you missed out on the past couple of months. If you've been out of the game for a while, try to get what you can. Expert units are a must. So,
Expert Howlers, definitely.
I didn't see those in the list.
They are there.
They are there?
But Cyclones, Expert Hailstorms, and Expert Howlers.
Oh, okay. Well, cool.
And I highly recommend getting some of all three.
Yes.
If you're stuck with one or the other, if you don't have, if you have Advanced Cyclones, they'll do for a little while. Get some Expert Howlers. They will help you out a fucking shit ton.
Yeah, they helped you out.
Oh yeah, they did.
So
those suckers got me through an onslaught.
Yeah, they did. That they did. They protected your base pretty good too.
All right, I'm back, bitches.
Oh, shut up.
You forget who's got the ultimate power on this motherfucker. Remember, you're my minion.
No, I'm nobody's minion. I've got 2 eyes. Thank you very much. And I'm not yellow.
You're a crony then.
All right, what are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen?
Phil just got finished reading the event criteria and the prize list, and he's going down the panel getting our expressed opinions.
Yeah.
All right, where were you at on that?
I just started with David.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
David don't count. He's a noob.
Kiss my ass.
No,
All right.
I don't know where it's been.
All right, Big D, go ahead.
No, I like it. I love the preview server. It was a lot of fun. These new units are going to kick ass. I literally stopped the upgrade on my jug, so I'm able to start the air unit right away. Some of the prices, a little high on some of the stuff. I mean, some of the stuff's getting dated, but it's going to be doable, and there isn't going to be anybody out there who can't get something they want. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a great event for a lot of people. I'm going to be doing my normal, hoping for the top 10. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, you got to get, even if you got to beg, plead, steal, get people to help you get these new units, man. These new air units are just going to be amazing.
Well, Commander Unshackled does not endorse begging or stealing. You will be bubbled. That is a fair
Speak for
warning.
your fucking self. If you can, hey, pull a goddamn taco. Okay? You pull taco, okay? If you can pull one off, You robbed those motherfuckers. Let me tell you that, man. In my mind is, and I know there's certain people out there who don't like Taco, but let me tell you something. That man is my motherfucking hero when it comes to jail and getting jailed during the events and still being able to do the events. He is my hero. I have seen that motherfucker eight deep, Phil, 8 hexes deep, break out, steal events, do the event, and still get be put right back in that jail. They can't fucking stop him, man. Taco is incredible when it comes to that shit. I
Nighthawk,
couldn't do
I
it.
am in your sector. I will bubble you.
Hey, he is, man. Taco's a fucking beast, boy. When it comes, he likes being jailed. He'll even say he likes it. Jail me, because then I can take all your platoons while y'all are sleeping, and then I will still do my event. All right. Oh, my bad. Damn, I took. All right, I'm muting myself. Go ahead, Phil. My bad. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped for this
Asia,
event.
what are your thoughts, brother?
I think you're asking me, and I'm hyped as well. The prices on the Elite Titan parts. I mean, I don't have any of the go stuff for the Titan, and I still need it. I don't have the Omega, but hey, what can I say? 200,000 is not that bad, especially for what you gotta have. The rest of it, I think the event is gonna be awesome, and we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Well, we'll definitely find out tomorrow. Bonnie.
Event. Can I bubble a base? um, yeah, looks all right. Looks all right. It's gonna be a fucking grind, of course, like usual. I hate events, but gotta do them. Gotta get the shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll do it, but I don't like it.
Satan. Satan. There you are.
Well, it's good to see the tech coming out for the legendary Hellfires, apart from the suck. They need to take them out of PvP only and give us as a normal unit, and they'd be useful. But while they're in that PvP unit, if anybody puts them into a good base, then you need to go play farm. But apart from that, I think the event's probably not for me. I'll do one wave, get a couple of them air, and that bit. So pretty boring for me.
Okay. Iron Man. Somebody poke the non-coffee drinking idiot. Or I'm
Give
gonna
him a
skip
Buzz Cola.
He's still a child and might be
There
past
you
his
go.
bedtime.
it. There he is.
I was busy attacking Apollo base.
Poking.
right.
What was the question?
What do you think about the event and the prizes?
Well, it's all right, I suppose. Some of it's like kind of like high, but it's kickside. What do you expect? It's all right, I guess.
All right, Jody.
Hey. Well, I mean, I've always wondered this. I mean, of course, I'm new at all this, but like, still, I have this still thing in my mind from every event that I've ever done with the points that you get, like, to purchase things and stuff like that. The prizes are fine and great and good and all that. However, new people or people who aren't really as, I guess, as advanced as everyone else or whatever, you have a certain amount of points that you earn or whatever, so this says use them or lose them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's one major thing that Kixeye could improve on, because they always have, which is the, there should be the amount of points that you use. There should always be enough. There's something on the prize list that you can purchase with all of the points that you had, instead of like not being able to use all of your points because you don't get a certain amount. I mean, does that make any sense to you guys?
Yeah, it does. When I was still in Vega Conflict after each event, any points that were left over if you finished with I don't know, the tier point was 1.5 million. If I hit 1.6 million, for instance, there'd be 100,000 points left over, but I've already
Right.
finished. And we used to be able to convert that into usable resources.
See, that should be what happens, is what I think. I mean, it's just, in my opinion, I guess to put it short, is this. You do the event, you do as much as you can to accomplish as much as you can to purchase these units, these different things that you can use. However, there, in my opinion, I think unused points that are not able to buy something in the event store should be used as something as such as what you're saying. Because, I mean, it's like, it's not a Kixeye wins and Kixeye wins, but like Kixeye wins if you really think about it.
Kixeye always wins.
You work on, yeah, of course, but you work on all this to get as much as you possibly can, yet you're still quite shy of quite a few things to get to where you need to be. I mean, I know I'm making sense to me because I've been in that position 10 million times, probably. Not 10 million.
It makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me.
But like, that's my major issue as far as like the prizes in the event and the things that goes. The fact that you have so many things left over and absolutely nothing, and you earn nothing for the work that you did to put into it to do it. And you don't get anything for your efforts if you cannot reach a certain thing. So there should be something that, like you said, like converts into like usable resources, or it doesn't matter how low you are. I mean, like if it's, you get 5,000 points, you should be able to purchase something out of the store for 5,000. You know what I mean? I mean, not everybody can put as many hours into it, as much time into it, or this or that. But like, in order to have people, you know, do the best they can, and everyone is doing the best I can, I'm sure. But like, you know, that plays and wants to play or whatever. But there should be something that benefits you for those points that you worked for, you did, and you achieved, and you should be able to use them all the way up.
Yeah.
And that's just my major thing. The rest of it's all fine and good, you know. I mean, it sounds like they've got a lot to offer. They always, you know, sometimes it's not as great. Sometimes the events aren't as best they could be or whatever. But this one seems to be okay. But that's my only thing, and I've always wanted to ask that question for as long as I've been playing, which is a little over a year. And if, you know, that would ever work out, that would just be great.
Okay. Any input's good input. So, Venom.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that, to preface this, I did get into the preview server for a limited amount of time. So as far as what I'd seen in the event itself as a preview, if it's in keeping when they go live with it tomorrow, it should be a rather simple event, as similar to everything we've had in the recent events. So it's nothing out of the ordinary, aside from this new tricky little base thing that they're playing with us. You know, not having to basically do the entire base if you don't choose to, with the either or option, which I think was cute. It was a nice little way to spice something up. But I mean, I'll be very, very evil in saying that I really wish they hadn't said that, and it just basically, I know not everybody's watching the show and not everybody's been in the preview, so there are people who are going to be caught off guard the first day, and you're going to hear a ton of crying. But that either or thing would have been a very, very funny kind of stab at us, you know, as a joke. So,
well,
but
we stabbed at it in the preview server, because when we looked at the 50 base, it was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Not paying attention to the
little
movie
clock on the
corner.
side. Yeah.
And remember, there is a base on there that does have some sneaky shit in it.
There's a few, yeah. And you know, one of those, I know, if we're talking about tips and tricks later on in the episode here, and we'll get around to some other stuff, I'm sure. But as far as the prize list goes, It's in keeping with all the recent ones, which is I'm very grateful for. They're giving extended catch-up events where you can go back and get things that you've missed out on. People who didn't quite have the strength of units in the last event can now collect the ones they missed out on for the most part. And I like that we're getting the we're seeing things coming at us not in the XP graduate system, but actually getting units already at advanced or expert level, depending on what it is.
Well,
So that's
looks like
always
they're pretty much
appreciated.
doing away with the VXP now, anyway.
Yes, and that's that's very appreciated. That's something the community's been.
At the same time, I think.
Okay, it's bad that a lower unit has something that's a little bit more powerful than they really should, and they're not getting the opportunity to use it and experience the techniques required. So they're not getting a skill set. There's no graduated arc of skill, but because they're getting out right off the bat with pretty damn good health and DPS. I can understand that aspect, but at the same time, we all know on certain key units that system of XP was broken. It wasn't, the increments were not balanced well enough to make it enjoyable. Or and the
leveling Sheila and leveling Brother Jeremiah, for instance.
Yes,
that
and
was fucking impossible. Sheila I leveled in 2 days. Brother Jeremiah, it took me 3.5.
Would have taken 2 years. Yeah, and because of that, before I've lost my train of thought. but yeah, I mean, and because of that, the fact that the speed of the game and it's the dynamic of going from one game event to the next game event, there was no way to attain the level you needed rapidly enough over the 20 odd days or 15 days in between events, including all the minis and crap. So getting away with that and going straight to advanced units was the right call.
Yes, I think it was.
Prices are keeping with recent events. You can't really complain. The skins is bullshit, always will be bullshit. $1 million for something that's, for all intents and purposes, worthless. It should be, if you're looking at something to get rid of XP, and this is talking to Jody, and I know she might not be as cognizant to some of the changes over the events in the recent history. Adding in the Bastion resource, your cores, that was part of trying to give us something to spend our residual XP on. They should do this as with the sector gold bar. But what they should also do that with those skins. Get those skins down. Make one 10,000, one 6,000, one 4,500.
That's a good idea.
Just freaking give a scale where don't make them all equivalent, because if you make them all 10,000 or all $1 million, $1 million's freaking ridiculous. First off, making them all the same number just makes you pick one or the other. If you gave a different evaluation for each one, say I only have 6,500 XP left over, I can get the $4,500 skin, which might be the Hornet, okay? Or I've got 20,000 and I can get the 20,000 skin, which is Sierra, or I've got 100,000 and the 100,000 is the Reaper. There you go. Or 150,000 left over. I get the 100,000, I get the Reaper. That leaves me with only a minimal 50,000. Hey, I can get cores. You see,
that makes a lot of sense.
As long as they understand not to make them all equal, but give you options where you can break down, because this is aggregates we're dealing with. There's always leftover. There's no way in doing an event where you don't get paid out for you just don't want to go down this bad path, because pushing a certain idea on Kixeye could burn you very badly. Think of it this way. Every single player will get a certain amount done in the event. No two players will get exactly the same amount typically completed, okay? So some people will get 8 of the 10 tiers done. Some people will get 6 of the 10 tiers done. If you start saying that they need to revamp all of the prizes, you're messing with the fact that you're always going to have some left over. there's no way to get even numbers, because the only way to get an even amount that will be able to get all the prizes evenly would mean you'd have to be able to complete every single part of this once, and that would be it. And that's what they would do. They would change the values where if you don't complete it once, you won't have enough XP to get anything. You know what I mean? They'll make it they'll determine how, I don't, just in my head, it's just that's how I would see them determining it, and I don't want that. You're gonna have residual. It's just mathematics. You have to have residual. It's just gonna happen.
Hey! I pulled off a 0.
A
How did you
0?
pull?
I pulled off. I got all my prizes and came out with 0 XP. I've done it once.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Did you
I
come
gotta
out?
correct you something there, Ben, and you said 10 tiers. It's
No.
it's slightly more than that.
I'm using. No, yes, I know that. I was just using.
I don't
that
remember
as a
how I did it.
general number.
I don't remember.
No, I've done it once.
I've done it once.
I was going to say this though. Did you pull off the 0 after the event had finished?
No.
Nope.
No, the event was still going.
Then you didn't pull off a 0. You quit at 0. If you continued to play till the completion of the event, and then added the potential XP that you would have earned over that time, be it 2 hours, 4 hours, one roll through, whatever, you probably would not have ended 0.
It's a heavy
quit.
gunner's done it a couple of times. The next
Yeah,
one is just to do
I
it.
guess. I mean, I'd like to try that. I'd like to try that.
Well, there you go. But I'm always ending up with 1,500 XP left over, or 8,000 or 12,000, or weird random numbers. Now, the one time they had they put in the SF units, the operators and all, I got crap I don't even want just to use up XP. But anyway, I mean, all in all, the event should be very doable. I'm very happy and pleased with it. I think that new system with that one wave was kind of cute. We'll get to other things later on in the show about some of the other bases and waves. That's me. I'm gonna shut the hell up because I've been talking too long.
Thank you for addressing that and explaining it. But I mean, if I may say one thing, I do agree that if they made it all the same, all exact, all this or all that, I mean, it'd be like, what's the point? I do get what you're saying. I was just, it makes a lot of sense. I guess.
Yeah, you're right on. I mean, I agree with you 100%.
It's just, it could be just a bit better here and a bit better there, or but like, hey, that's the game we play.
There are always things that Kixeye can improve on. One of the things that drives me fucking ridiculously annoyed is the fact that they always shove the new units in the master track. They've done it once before where they split them out and then put more of the new units in the master track. So once you did the attacking waves at a certain point, you would get 1 or 2 of the new unit, and so on and so forth, until you finished it, and they'd give you more units when you got to the bottom. And then all of a sudden, they've gone back to this shoving everything in the master track and giving you techs. Techs are all well and good if you have the units to play with.
Exactly.
If you don't get the new units, then you get left behind.
You'll have tech you can't put it on.
You have tech you can't use, you have tech you can't put it on, or you're missing out on critical things. I mean, the Fury is, it's almost it's a non-stealth version of the Cyclone almost, except for the fact it shoots ground and air.
Yeah.
That makes it fucking ridiculous, and it's something that I want. But it's been shoved in the master tracks. Now, I usually avoid the master tracks because they're expensive. I maybe do the 30 and the 60, but that's about it. I don't go for the 19, and I certainly don't go anywhere near the. I tried to do a 90 once, and it put me down for 2 days. I don't like that. I have got more units that I've been able to use since then, but it's not good enough. They tried it once, and it was fine. It was the most enjoyable event I had for a long time. Then they took it away. It's like they put the reset token in the attack tier for a couple of months. Now they've put it back at Master Tier 4. A player that needs that reset token more than anybody else is going to get the Master Tier 4. You can get help, up to the 20 and and do as far as you can, and then get the help to finish up to the attack tier 20, by all means, that happens fairly regularly. To pick up the reset tokens, do as far as you can on the defense waves, maybe get 1 or 2 master tiers done, get some new units, reset, rinse and repeat. But now they've took it away again.
Yeah, the fact that they assess it to the final wave, basically, you can get help, but that help is negated because you can't necessarily get through all of the defenses. It should have been in the middle somewhere. It should have been in the middle somewhere.
It should have stayed where it was.
Yeah.
In the attack.
Yeah. I would have speaking real quick to what you said. I would have really liked to have seen them include 1 or 2 of the units, the event units, and in the master tiers, you would get a higher level unit or a unit and tech that fits that unit bundle. So you get into master 2, obviously it doesn't equate for this because these units don't have a necessarily a workshop yet. But for example, just like the 10,000 or 10 tier thing, it's examples, just general numbers. Say we're doing cyclones. You get through wave 15 in attack and 15 in defense. In the 15 attack, you'd get a regular cyclone. And the 15 attack, you'd get another cyclone. If you got through the master tier, you would get 2 cyclones with 2, rockets or some tech for them. That kind of thing. That would have promoted people to go carry on into this, because the whole thing is you have to sell the master tiers. And the reason they put all these things up in those master tiers is to force you to go to the master tiers. Otherwise, you would, like you said, you just rinse and repeat the attack and get your 1 at a time. You'd still end up with 4, rather than go all the way to the master tier to collect 4.
Yes, Delta Bravo's in the chat, and I'm sorry, honey. I'm gonna use you as a prime example. She can do X amount in the attacking track, complete the defensive tier, but then she gets stuck on the attacking waves in the master bases. And of course, there's help available, and you can always ask for it, but you don't always get it. And that's a point that the kicks I miss. Yes, you can help players, but there are a lot of points where players won't ask for help or feel what's that fucking word I can't think of? Pressured into doing it, or thinking they're pressuring other players into helping them. And they don't do it. I rarely ask for help at all. Even if I do get stuck, I know that's a limit. If I get to a point where I'm taking more damage than is acceptable to me, then I will stop at that point. I will not go any further than that, because that's how my brain works. I don't like huge amounts of damage. I don't like a lot of repairs. If I can get away with taking less than an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most, then that's it. I won't go any further than that. If it's more repairs than I am capable of putting up with, then I won't do it. Yeah, do half the defense, half the attack, and then she resets. And to me, that's crazy. She shouldn't have to be able to do that, because at that point, she's not reaching the reset token on either side. For instance, she's not getting it in the attack tiers, and she's not getting it from the master track. So she's limited on her XP. So by the time the event is over and she's got maybe 1.5, 2 million XP, it sounds good, but by the time you bought a couple of tanks or a couple of hailstorms or cyclones or nimbuses or howlers, all the XP's gone. And that's it. And they can't go any further than that. And that's what annoys me when it comes to this sector fucking gold bar. I was still here when the original sector gold bar came out for the fucking sandstorm. I hated it. I absolutely fucking hated it. I still hate it now, because you're forcing people to carry on in the event just to push the bar over again. So those higher level players, guys like Lonnie, guys like Leinster, guys like Pascal and Erica, who will repeat the event a bunch of times to push the bar over. And not because they want to, it's because they have to. It's because it's not on a timer. You have to physically force your way through the event just to pump over the sector gold bar. I hate it. It is the one thing during events that I hate more than anything. Because it's ridiculous. It is completely fucking ridiculous. The sector gold bar was in Battle Pirates it was either just before or just after it came to War Commander. And I was still heavy Battle Pirates back then. And I hated it when it came in. And I saw it happening, and I thought to myself, well, fuck. This is going to screw just about everybody who gets the event done in the first day, or has the unit already, or has already finished, just wants techs or whatever, or who isn't going after those bases at all. I mean, once you've got those people that are done after a couple of days, 3, 4 days at the most, sometimes the belows, the mids, even the low 40s get done, and that's it. That is it. And they should drop every couple of hours for either 30 minutes to an hour and be on set spawn timers rather than this ridiculous fucking gold bar. So they say 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. That's 4 times in a day, and sometimes that's a damn sight more than the sector gold bar actually spawns in the first place. And that first 5-minute window that you have there, you don't get an hour with the sector bases. You get 55 minutes. You don't get an hour, you get 55 minutes.
If you're lucky. I've had it go all the way down to 49.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I was going to say 45 to 49.
And it's stupid. And yeah, Grumpy just said it lasted for about 4 months, and the sector gold bar was taken out of Battle Pirates. That was been 2 years ago. The sector gold bar is still there in War Commander 2 years later, and they haven't pulled it. And to be honest, this Omega parts bollocks, it needs to end. It's not a good source of revenue, because once you've got to the point where you've exhausted all of the big coiners who immediately rank everything to level 40, that's it. You get no more money out of them until the next event. So you shove shadow ops down our throats, and you're shoving base after unique base, the Apollos, the Liberators, and then this is my biggest bone of contention with these bases, saying, well, uncommon and rare text for the Liberators and the Apollo bases. I touched on this earlier.
No, you're right.
If I could hit those fucking Liberators as hard as I could, even if, and I've done several of those bases, and I have got a grand total of 1 piece of gold tech, and it wasn't even the one I wanted from the Liberator bases. Now the Apollo bases, on the other hand, I've got crap loads of silver and gold techs, and they're all fucking useless, because the only tech that I really want from those Apollo bases is the concussion tech, and that's bronze, and they're not giving it away, and they're not dropping it, and it drives me fucking crazy. And I'm gonna drop the mic and give somebody else the floor before I carry on.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, we're pretty much done, but you're right. Like you stated before, it should have been one of each.
Yeah, it should be one of each tech. One gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze.
Yep.
Hell
it doesn't
no.
need to be
Fuck
anything
y'all.
else. It doesn't need to be any more than that. Every time you do a base, you get 1 of each tech. So for 1 of each unit, 1 of each tech. That's it. That's the simple way to do it. But no, Kickside forced that fucking random number generator in my face, and then it mocks me.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna say something. I want you to remember this moment in time, and at the after show, I'm gonna say something to you, Phil. But I don't want to get you all fucking upset right now, and I don't want to put anything in the minds of Kickside that might be watching or that are watching. But I will burn you a good one after this.
Hold on. I gotta do something. Give me just a second, and I got a screen share. It's just because I love you, Doc.
Oh no.
TOS.
I'm gonna watch. Will it get us kicked off?
No.
That's okay.
It is nothing that bad.
Yeah, he's going to show the fucking concussion check just to drive me further. more than I already am. I know where he's going, you son of a bitch.
Those right there, I got 10 of them.
Fuck you.
I mean, I have no
Fuck
gold
you.
tech, but I got 10 of those.
I got 2. 2.
Just, I love you, man. I love you.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, bitches. Now, my turn for the event. Well, I am a high level 45. And if the XP works right, I should be about a 46, close to a 47 by now. The prize list means nothing to me. Only thing I want is a bitchin' fucking trophy, because that trophy looks awesome. Tech, we talk about the suppression bombs, William. All right. But that trophy right there, that's a bad motherfucker. But out of the whole list,
I'd fuck you, David.
That's all I want is the trophy. I don't even have the fucking elite phantom. So I'm not worried about.
Either, so.
Yep, I don't use it. I've seen it used. I think it's 16 hours, or unless you're a heavy corner, it's a 16-hour waste. I mean that's my own personal beef. I just want to do the mission tracks. That's it. That is my whole goal because I want to get an ass. I want to get the limit. If there's a limit, I want to hit it. Of those new air and the new tanks. I want those motherfuckers and I will have them. So, I mean, that's all I care about. There is absolutely nothing on that prize list because I am such a high level. And I understand, we've said this is a good thing for the low levels. This is their chance to get XP. But like you said earlier, Doc, people like Delta Bravo and Suzanne on the panel or on YouTube both say they can only go so far in the attacking waves. And then they're done unless they have help. And we'll take we'll use Delta Bravo as an example. She lives in Australia. So her time zones are not the same as everybody else's. So when she's awake and she's trying to rock the event, a lot of us are sleeping or at work. So she really doesn't have a chance to get a lot of help. And that's where Kickside needs to, lower some of the prizes on some of those units that are needed. 200K, that's a lot for a level 35 to a level 39. And, when they live in another country, they can't really reach that limit. They really can't. When they hit that, and that is not fair to them. And then moving this stupid fucking goddamn reroll bullshit to the master waves again. They need to make up their fucking minds. Either they're going to do it after the attacking waves, or they're going to do it after the master waves. Now, I've said this before, and you guys out there, please don't take this personal. This is me being an elitist. But I still think the master waves are for master players. Okay? The re-roll should be set for, I'll be honest, the last event was perfect. Where the re-roll was in the attacking, personally, I think it should be defense. Because a lot of people can do the defense.
The next person to send me a picture of the fucking Apollo bombs gets fucking banned. That's 3 in the last 5 minutes.
Because we fucking love you, man. It's because we fucking love you.
I would say about 2/3 up the defense waves, not all the defense waves, but medial beyond the halfway point. If you can get beyond the halfway of the defense, and you complete all the attack, which you can get help, unlock the god darn token.
That's it. It is really not fair for those players. And you know, Estelle, that's cool. I understand. I mean, yeah, you don't agree with me. Fine. But you know, come on. What else do we have for us higher levels? Why? I mean, I'm sorry, but you know, this is an elitist, and I'm sorry if that pisses you guys off, and you know that's cool. That's just the way it is.
It
No, but
does.
again,
I actually agree with you.
But
no,
I am a high level 45. Like I said, if the XP worked, I know I'd be a 46, close to a 47. Okay, and you know, I'm sorry, but I've worked hard to get where I'm at, and those 4 levels should be for us players that have gotten to that point in the game.
But again, you're not insisting that the prizes up there only be for you. You're willing to compromise as far as giving prizes. For example, the Fury unit could have been in the lower tiers, and this new Hades would have been the master tier prize.
Let's say if you
The
don't
heavier,
go,
Look, Wild,
get the
No,
fuck
no.
out.
we have a little butthurt Ortiz out in chat who don't like what I've got to say.
call
Oh,
Tito because I'm not afraid of him.
hold on, let me wipe the tears. Oh, I lost a minion. Oh, what am I gonna do?
No, I'm gonna say this. It should
Hey
go
guys,
back
don't
to the
boot
way.
him. Leave him on there. It
No,
don't
it's
matter.
fine.
Just put it back to the way it was, where they were giving out 1, 2 during the defense waves or whatever, and some during the attack waves to get the extra units, the master tiers. You know,
That's the way it
There,
works.
there you go.
and
that's
put
the point.
and in all honesty, put the reset token on the defense waves.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I said. That's what I
not
just
everybody.
said.
Not yeah. I mean, I'm agreeing with
I'll
you
do
on
it.
that. No,
I'll do it.
nobody else.
Goodbye.
I'm,
Ah,
I agree that.
Oh, poor Ortiz. Bye, Ortiz.
Bye
He asked for
Everybody
it.
say bye.
Goodbye, Ortiz.
Adios.
Get
bye.
out. Fuck off.
Sayonara.
I agree that
Au revoir. I
the
don't see the
master.
Ciao. Fuck off. Bye bye.
Okay, Phil. Shut
All
up.
right,
okay,
all right.
relax.
I agree that the master waves should actually be for people who are in a position to complete them, not the lower levels who know that they can't. And I know that I can't.
It lends to aspiration. It lets you have something to aspire to.
No, I mean I understand that, but I mean,
No, that's what I'm saying. You know you can't do it now, but you'll
Right.
build up, and then eventually you'll be able to do these master tier waves.
yes.
But if she can't get the toys because the prize list is too high, or she can only get
Right.
1 or 2 toys tops, then she's not going to be able to advance any higher.
That's
But
fine.
So-
again, that also lends to the prize list XP value, everything being relatively rebalanced. We've always had the prize list XP payouts not be quite there. You know, and unfortunately, Shadow, I mean, you've put out great information and Kickstarter's listened to it, and they've gone the right direction for one event, and then they've gone 180 degrees in the wrong direction the next event. And they've slowly kind of rebounded, and they're getting there. It's so close. It's like, you know, it's like coffee
They
without
get
sugar.
close and
Good.
then they go away.
Yeah. And like
They
Phil,
don't
like he
stop
says,
with
they
that.
had the token right.
When they first introduced this system, the XP was so goddamn low. And then we complained. And we complained about it a lot. And then the following event, the XP was increased. And it was still not good enough. The third event, it was bang on. The difficulty was spot on. The event was spot on. The XP was spot on. And then the event after that, the XP was lowered again. Not by much, but by a little bit. And it's gotten sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky, very sneaky.
They want you to go at least
less.
they want you to go at least twice,
Yes.
or use up your restart tokens, because you've got it. If you go through the whole thing, the whole event, all the attacks, all the defense, all the master waves, to get that trophy for those collectors that are out there, because there are collectors for those trophies, you have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I have all the toys, guys. I mean, The only thing I don't have, I've got them all. No, I've got them all. There's none I don't have, except for the Omega of the Phantom. That's it. But I am a high level player. Those 4 high level bases should be for us high level players.
You ain't got the Omega Hydra
I
either.
believe
do you?
that.
Yes, I do. I just got to build it.
Mhm.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I believe that also, but I've had a lot to learn from the time I started playing until now, and I still have lots to learn for years, I'm sure. But it helps me. I've always tried. What happens with the master bases, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion because I'm new at it, but when I try the master bases, like if I do enough to qualify to even try one, so I'll try it. But what happens with a master base with the level that it is versus the platoons I have to work with versus repair time and all of that, it's not worth it for me to do a master base.
It's
It costs me more
not.
flats and everything to just do one master base as it would take me to just restart the whole entire original one over as far as I can possibly get it.
I'm sorry. I'm missing a mega tank.
So
I'm missing a mega tank.
Just get one.
See, Lonnie, look. I've got the Omega parts for the Hydra. I just got to upgrade the fucking thing to get it.
Yeah, I figured you had the parts, but you didn't have it upgraded yet.
Yeah, but you see, I'm working on this bad boy right here.
It goes into another huge problem. You've got 2 brand new units coming out. One is ground and the other is air. And now you've got to pick and choose what the fuck you're going to upgrade next.
Yep,
Are you going to do the
and
Vindicator
that's what.
first? Are you going to do the Fury first?
And that is where I want to jump into that list that we're writing for Wrong Thinker. To me, there's 63 questions on there. Okay.
And that's the most important one.
The most important one in my mind is this right here. Is this thing right here. The tech center.
Let me jump in because I was trying to say something earlier, but my mic wasn't working at the time. And you're referring to upgrading units, land and air, okay, simultaneously.
Yep.
Now, my theory is this: we have one major land building for upgrades, the tech center. Okay, you have a land storage building being your storage. Yeah, we have 3 air buildings. Okay, we have a hangar, we have a helipad, and we have an airfield. Now, if we started to use the hangar for our air platoon storage, the helipad for our rotor air upgrades and repair, and the airfield for our fixed air upgrades and repair, you're not only getting the benefit of doing land and air simultaneously, you'll be able to do your troop land in that section. Your vehicle land can upgrade in its building. Your rotor aircraft helicopters can upgrade in that building, and your fixed wing aircraft can upgrade in that building. So now you're doing 2 air, a troop land, and a vehicle land simultaneously.
Yeah.
Oh, I
The
agree
only
because
problem
They could do that. That to me would be absolutely
I do
amazing.
see an issue from.
I had to
Kickstarter side.
stop.
Yeah, well, you know that. I don't know that side.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing out the wish
It's a
list.
thing called legacy code.
Yeah,
Because
Okay.
that building was there at the beginning, and it was probably landmined by previous developers.
Oh, okay.
They can design a new base. Come on, these guys are coded.
Well, the bases or tabs, or I don't know how all this
All
stuff
right,
works.
but I had to stop my Apollo. I'll be honest, I love my Apollo, and
I only just
I'm
started
2
using
levels.
them, and I love the fucking things.
Yeah, I gotta get 2 more levels, but I had the Juggernaut's more important. But look at my Omega Sandstorm. It's only level 32. My Omega Titan's level 33 because I had to stop all these just so I could work on them. I had to stop my hammer. I was doing my Haiti. I was doing all 3 of these. Or I was doing all the new units one at a time, and stopped them all for my Juggernaut. And that's my air and everything. And we got a new air unit coming out, a new tank coming out. Fuck, I'm only level 10 on my Juggernaut. I still got a whole fuckload to get before I can even get to the elite
I'll show you
and
my
unlock
profile.
it.
Give me a second.
Was it 2 days apiece?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
And then
fuck.
of course, when you get to elite, it's probably going to go to 5 days, and then when you go to omega, it's going to be even more.
Let's see.
Here's the problem that I have right now.
For
Hammer
elite, it's
level
7
1,
days.
Hades level
Elite
1.
7 days.
Oh, great! So I got
Yeah, see,
20 days to get. I got an extra 20 days just to get it to elite. 20 days.
And
And then
Phil's got a worse problem. You know, he's sharing. He's got all these single level units. He's got tons to upgrade, months
Yep.
of upgrading, and
If
clicking
they-
one
It's,
thing at a
it's,
time.
it's at least a month until my Titan goes from elite to omega.
And
I'm,
the worst.
I'm purposely skipping the omega sandstorm, even though I worked hard to get the parts for it and I got all the tech for it. To simply work on some of this new stuff. But bloody Juggernaut, where the fuck's it gone? There. It'll be built in 4 days' time, I think.
Mhm.
No, 5
I've
days.
got
But
2
they,
days.
they got to split it up. They have to. I mean,
They
you got the infantry. You have the infantry building, and that's all it does is your infantry units.
Mhm.
yep.
And that's that is a true
You know,
bottleneck.
you know
point
what?
blank
You know
and
what my
simple.
academy's doing right now?
Nothing.
Sitting fucking still.
Yeah, mine
So-
isn't doing nothing either.
So is mine.
The other
Put some
thing,
of them
Daba,
units in the academy. Put the air in with the air academy. That's be the smartest thing they could do.
Yep. That'd be a great idea because my academy's sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, but for the lower levels, it would suck for them because they'd still be in the bottleneck position.
No, they
They've
need
said
to.
they wanted to slow down on content, and so
They
far
don't.
it's been utterly shit. It has been an utter bullshit excuse to put us
Me
off for a little
thinks
while.
me
and
thinks
hadn't
their
slowed down
definition
on a
of
goddamn thing.
slowdown. It's not what you think.
And by the way, the question out there that keep people ask again is the double dozer. It will never happen. Never,
No.
never, never. And CM Chris, Sulaco, and Wrong Thinker, all three of them have said the same exact thing. And if you guys will go back and listen to the previous Battle Vortex shows, they'll all say the same thing. It's about money. They will never have two dozers. Ever.
And I'll tell you why. Because it's the man at the top. It all comes down from Harbin. There are words, and I think there are 3 specific words that he said when the double dozer was mentioned, and the word barrier to spending.
Yep.
Mhm.
We had that.
The idea behind that would be is spec op or something that you could buy.
Nope.
$50
Nope.
for an upgrade. You
It
want
will
to
never
upgrade
happen.
to, but
All right.
It doesn't matter. It's
Hold
not.
on. I'll
conducive.
explain
But
why.
it has happened, and it's happened once.
That's right. Do you guys remember back Christmas where we got the double dozer thing for Christmas?
Double dozer
No.
weekend.
Yep.
It was
All right. Well,
3 days.
it was 3 days of double dozer. Well, those fucking cocksucking roaches got a hold of it, and that's what happened, guys. All right.
The
So
extra
let me tell you something. Every roach and their mama, if we ever had another thing like that again, every roach and their mama would be all over that code, trying to crack it and hack it. That's why we will never have a double dozer again, ever, because those fucking cocksuckers ruined it for everybody.
The sickest thing is I could see exactly what you're saying. They put it into institution, and all of a sudden the hackers get that code, and you go to flatten a base, and you see 8 dozers sitting in the base. One, upgrading the mind fact, one upgrading this, one
Yep.
upgrading that, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you go out and you start watching them, and they go from 20 to 30 to 40. It's an easy way to just amass
I
their,
pulled that motherfucker with a quickness and in a hurry, and it's never been back since.
and you can respect them for that.
Oh yeah,
So,
and I could also respect them. They have to make some money.
Once in one other Kixeye game that was prior to Kixeye actually existing as a company, there used to be backyard monsters, and you could buy extra builders. You give me the opportunity to buy an extra builder, and I'll give you $20, and I'll go and buy an extra fucking builder. You give me the opportunity to do it, and I'll do it.
But we can't trust you because every single one of those
don't trust
motherfuckers will be out
roaches.
there trying their
No.
goddamn best, and they would put the extra effort to cracking that bad boy.
and there's only one way to do it, and it's complicated and it requires finesse, which is something Kickside lack in a lot of areas, and that's to make it
Yep.
completely server side. And they've tried it, and they've succeeded on a lot of spaces. They succeeded with killing the instant repair. They succeeded killing the what was it, the depot repair one that they had out for a while. That they managed to use for about a week, and then they Kickstarter got fucking wind of it, and they took away the ability to deploy in a depot. So they've done it, and they could go and do it again, but they've just got to figure out how. There are a lot
All
of
right.
ideas, and there are a lot of smart people, but they could do it if they put the time into wanting to do it. And
It's
it's
just
that
it's not.
question.
Yeah, it's not time. It's not cost per. You know, it's not cost. It's not up for their money. They would rather have. And hey, you can't blame them. This is a company trying to get paid. All right,
Yeah.
so I can handle the upgrade times for the buildings. Okay, fine. I've learned to accept that part. What I can't get past is the tech center lockdown. That has to be fixed. I mean, I don't mind it being a couple days. All right, fine. But you're bringing out new air, and people are still like Phil is still working on air that's been 4 events back. And come on, really?
That almost month that I spent in the fucking hospital, it suffered. My base has suffered because of it. Because I wasn't able to do upgrades, because I wasn't able to do blah blah blah, and it's gonna sound whiny, but it's not. It probably is, but it's true. If you spend more than a couple of days out of your base, you're gonna
Oh,
start dropping back. You spend a week out of your base, you start regretting it. You miss a Shadow Ops run, and you miss out on the parts. Fortunately, thanks to the boss bases, I was able to catch up. But without that, without the ability to catch up and close the Great Divide, there's no progression. People are going to keep falling further and further and further behind. And eventually they'll get so pissed off they won't do it anymore because they'll be trying to hit stuff with level 1 units because that's what everybody else is using, but they're using it at the maximum level with all the tech. And they can't do it. There's no point me going to hit something with a level fucking 3 Apollo or a level 1 Hammer or a level 4 Inferno. It'll do on low level shit. But anything higher in the big platoon is completely useless.
Yeah.
With the introduction of the acolytes and the purifiers, you've basically nerfed the big popper plat. So Growler Legion Inferno is practically useless now because of all the new stuff that has come in to supersede the rest of it. Which happens. That always happens, but the length of time that it's been done in is unacceptable. And it needs to change.
Can I please just interject real quick?
Go for it.
No, because before this slips my mind, because it goes twofold. One, exactly what Shadow and you just said. I mean, if you think about it in context of American engineering, if the company needs to make money to progress, they come out with new games, they have to fund those new games. If you think of it in a linear path, you have to keep going forward. If you don't think of it that way, we'd all be driving Model T Fords because nobody would have advanced the technology. They would have been comfortable and sat where they are. So that is absolutely poignant. But what I wanted to get to, and you reminded me talking about your tech centers sitting idle, they need, I hope Kixeye is aware, they need to get in and fix the serious issue of using your resources to start a build, and this is going to my brand new Juggernaut. The upgrade to the Juggernaut, it starts out 100,000 metal, 100,000 or 100 million metal, 100 million oil, and it's a 50 gold instant. You use your resources, it jumps to 87 gold after you've applied resources. That's fucking backwards. They got to fix that because that's annoying.
Because
you use resources.
It would be cheaper to coin it straight off the bat than it would to coin it after you've used the resources.
It's because people don't.
Which is right.
Hold on, what they did and why it's backwards is because you click build, and then you're like, well, fuck, I got the gold, and they don't think about the price. They don't,
I
again, they click.
understand that. It's that quick obsession because you're so accustomed to, you've applied the resources that you've spent. Okay, say you've coined to collect 60 bases. I don't, but average player. They coin 5 gold to repair their air and 4 gold to repair a ground unit so they can go and do 260 bases or 265s to earn the final amount of metal and oil that they need to start this upgrade. So now they've just spent X amount of gold just to repair their units to do the 2 bases or 3 bases. Okay. Now they've used that goal or that applied resource to help them start the build in which now they're basically strong arming you for even more gold when they should have the common decency to understand you've already applied effort and you're supposed to be given a decent amount of retribution for your efforts in the form of a reduction, not an increase. I can understand if they wanted to say you've applied the 100 million oil and whatever, and it goes from 50, it stays at 50 for a minimum of half the build, and then it say drops to 30 or 45 or 40. Okay, but to go from 50 up to 87 is fucking scandalous. And I've never ever, and I will never ever appreciate or softball Kixeye in crooked tactics, and that to me is a very crooked tactic. That's all.
Hey, and that's a great, and hopefully he'll answer those questions when it comes to it.
Well, I don't know if that's a question on the list, but I'm just saying
It
that's
needs to be
something
added.
that should be.
I got
I'll
a
go at
question.
it in a minute. Go for it.
What do you guys think of like a raid boost that would double the time? You know, all right, so it's a 2-day build. You turn on your boost while that boost is running.
That'd be fucking awesome.
It halves the time.
It would be awesome, but I think it would be exploitable as hell.
Yeah, again,
That would be awesome though. That is something that that would be a good idea. And
I mean, because you got to do the raids. You got to do the raids. You got to get the resources
That also implies that the raids are working 100% of the time.
Mine's working.
Yours is working.
Well,
Yeah,
you remember
Debo did them last week.
on occasions, remember they've given us reduced repair times. They can give us reduced build times. You know.
They have.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying they have. I mean, they can give us.
I like the idea.
I mean, they could charge us an astronomical amount for it. It only runs for 24 hours, and it doubles your it doubles the speed for that one day.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, see, that's something that I could get behind. Yeah, see, that needs to be written down. That needs to be written down. Hell yeah, that'd be great for the Juggernaut and shit. Fuck. Yeah, that needs to be written down in that.
I'll go at it.
All right, now we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna go from there to some tips and tricks for the event. All right. Now, for those of you out there who don't have maxable bases, all right, I suggest, and I will always suggest this, is to take your base and compress that motherfucker. All right, double wall, triple wall your base. If you do not have a maxable base, command center put your command center, surround it with walls. Don't worry about any of these fucking buildings except your power plants. Double your walls or triple as many you want as many as you possibly can, and then take all these buildings and surround your base with them.
Yep.
Last stand defenders will slow them down, but you want to double up. Even if you can go old fashioned, go old square base design. You want to have everything, bam, right there. So you have concentrated firepower. Double walls. That's it. There, Delta said it. Double wall, max those bitches. Put them compress your base, and then surround your base with all these little bullshit buildings. Don't worry about your mines. Tuck your mines out of the way until you get to the higher waves. Do not waste your mines. I always tuck mine inside my base until you can until you figure out the harder bases. Damn, Red said if you don't have it, it's hard if you don't have the room to move things around. Yeah, I agree. And I know a lot of people don't like coining, and a lot of people are firmly against it. But there is one thing I suggest, and if it ever comes back around that you guys do, and when they do the deal for the base expansion,
Yes.
that's what I did. I waited. First time I expanded my base was on Kickside Gold. I saved it. I used to save because the event you fuck up, it fucks up on you. They'll give you like 50 gold. I would save that 50 gold. I wouldn't spend a fucking penny until I got enough to use an expansion. And when they came out with the deals, I was like, oh no, this is a must get. It's a must have. Even if you only do it twice, it's $15. I think, isn't it $15? And I don't remember. It's been such a
It's
long
5,
time.
then 10, 15, and 20 and 25, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Delta, I'll PM you and I will explain to you how to do it. All right, Delta. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do it off the screen share now. But make your base tight. Now, as for the attacking, well, there's really nothing I can do. There's nothing really we can do and say to really help the medium low levels because we have high end units, and
Compress
most
your
of us has
base, like Shadow said. Throw liberators in your bunkers. Now, here's a small tip that I use quite frequently. If you've got some higher health units coming towards your base with your liberators in your bunker, one elite heavy gunner, I think it is, the elite machine gunner. There's instant thorium tech that he has that you can use, and you put on that just one of him. So you've got 5 bunkers, build 5 of them. They're cheap, they're quick, they're out. Use a thorium tech that has corrosion on it. The damage from him doesn't matter to shit, but the corrosion does, and you will drop units far faster using liberators. And that one guy, just one of them, in each of your bunkers with the corrosion tech on it, will drop shit faster than anything else.
Sorry,
It's got me through a
I
lot of
didn't mute
events.
myself.
Yeah, it's got me through a lot of events that way, especially in the defense wave higher up. Even 3 or 4 liberators in low-level bunkers is more than sufficient to get you a significant way through your defenses. Even if you have to sit and wait for your base to repair for an hour, or if your base gets too beaten up. I mean, I would rather sit and wait for my base to heal than repair a defense platoon for 8, 9, 10, 12 hours for some people. Especially with these kind of events, a couple of Tempests under your CC. Because they'll aim for your CC and they won't aim for your Tempests. So they will rarely get any damage unless you lose the CC or you get heavily fucked over.
That's one of the things I'd like to add that they've been doing lately that doesn't make any sense, especially given the juggernaut nowadays. There is no way to really defend your base. During the event, yeah, sort of. But PvP, you can forget it. The base defense is useless.
If you're offline, yeah, any base is going to get flattened with a juggernaut. If you're online, there are ways to defend against it.
Yep. I'm gonna give you my guys. I mean, this is what I'll tell everybody. I have 3 liberators. I have an acolyte and 1 lead commando in my bunkers and my towers. And if you want to show this is what I have on there. I completely forgot all about this guy and his tech, and the other night went through over 300 million in Thor upgrading.
Damn.
Yeah. Trying to get resources. There you go. AP rockets.
That's another tech that's missing that needs to come back.
Right. Here's another one. Corrosive
core
core.
is a must.
Yep.
That's awesome
Have
with
that one
commandos.
too.
So, and I like this one because of certain vehicles.
What's that one?
Charged
ordnance.
Charged
Now,
ordnance.
you're better off having an operator behind the commando for that because he's burst fire, not sustained.
Well,
So you want something with sustained fire to keep that thing constantly shot.
yeah. I mean, I just, for the range and everything else. And it actually maxes out the bunkers. So,
Speaking of charged ordnance, I got another question.
Mm-hmm.
Is level 1 charged ordnance just as good as level 6?
Yes, it is.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because the time difference is like what, 2/10 of a second?
It is 2/10 of a second. It's not that great. I
It's
Right.
mean,
negligible.
the
But-
negative effects get less off, but even having level 1 charged on my charged ordnance is level 1, and it'll probably stay level 1 for
That's the
a
same
long
I have.
time.
So, and I will give everybody the tactic that you should do in your bunkers. Don't put all the same unit in the bunkers. Mix your units. There's a reason for it. The lead operator will target one thing. The liberators will target something else. The acolyte will target something else, and the heavy machine gunner will target something else.
That was one of the bugs back with the snipers you had in bunkers. There was a spec op where you could switch targets, and they would both switch to the same thing. That spec op was useless. I don't know if they ever fixed it or not,
That
but
spec up is gone.
There is. Hang
I've
on.
still got it.
No, it's a tech on them for the sniper. Hang on, I'll show you.
Yeah, fire at multiple targets at once.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get to it. Let me find them.
But I've got
CPU something?
4 sentinels and 2 snipers with that tech on it, and they both switch to the same targets every time, and it's ridiculous.
What was it called? There it is. Reflex
Target
training.
Yeah, reflex training.
Cycle between 2 targets.
Right.
That one actually I stuck on. I think I stuck it on the heavy machine gunners, and it actually worked very well. But that was back in the day. Nowadays, it probably is worthless.
I used it for the snipers because I had one where you could target missiles with it, and then they'd switch between the same 2 missiles coming in. And I'm like, wait just a minute here now.
Right.
You're supposed to switch.
I used what the hell were those? Yeah. Right underneath it. It used the same tactic.
But you're
There you
talking
go.
about going seriously old school
Yeah,
with some of this stuff, and this is something that people are missing out on.
Yeah.
Old
Stingers.
school.
Stingers.
Oh, I love stingers back in the day.
Back in the day, you could, if you had so many of those things in your bunker, you could not land a missile.
Yep.
Period.
I am really, really wishing that along with our acolytes and our these new units that they start vamping a stinger into that.
Yeah.
And so
there you go. The double barrel launcher.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh yeah.
And then of course you had the advanced sighting helmet.
for the
plus 30
range.
plus 30 damage.
Am I the only one that's got shit? Man, your tech isn't even leveled up, man.
I never bothered with it.
Turn that shit off. Let me show these people how a real tech goes.
Everything I got.
I workshopped them the way I wanted them and the way I needed them. So that was back in the day.
Damn.
Boom.
Yeah, well.
Man, everything I had was maxed
I deleted
out. My
all that
body
crap.
armor fucking maxed out.
I delete nothing.
I delete them all when I'm done with them.
All
I don't
purple.
care.
Is it all purple, Shadow?
All but the stinger launcher.
Ah.
You better go finish leveling
They
up.
didn't have it. They didn't have
Level
it.
6 was good.
And it was funny how certain ones went up to, let's increase this up by 1 level.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. And it went purple then.
I got shit for that. I got it for my goddamn Hercules, my elite Hercules.
Do
my
you have them for
Hercules
your you have them for your challengers, your challies?
Damn, you're making me go way down here. Hold on.
It's right up there, right
You
there.
passed it. Okay, there you go. Left.
Left.
Stop.
There you go.
Bingo.
Nope.
God, I remember when that thing they added to where you could hit air with that thing. That was hilarious.
Yep. I never used
You had
them.
it highlighted just then.
I know a couple of people that actually used it and were pissing off people when they were taking down the Titan with it.
Hell no.
That's
Uh,
it came out like what? I think like a month after the Titan was released, or 2 months after the Titan was released.
look how much tech I have. Look how much different designs I have for my Vanquishers.
That
Yep.
didn't work.
And none of the shields worked.
I was say
You
which
got
one's
all
Nine.
those
I had
useless.
9 different kinds.
which one's the ones that has working shields? Like the one on the
Fuck,
left, or
fuck
That
all
would
of
be the
you.
one. That would be
All
the
of
ones you
you
get.
can go fuck yourselves. Every single one of you bastards.
That would
I
be the
say
ones you
that-
collect in the bases when they give them to you to use.
Oh, there was a workaround. You could go hit what was it, a level 5 or a level 10 base.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was bullshit. I mean, come
Yeah.
on now. Why have
I
I
never
got?
checked.
I mean, to me, that was one of the things that back on Dr. Phil's post. That I mean, by the way, he did a good job. The glitches. They keep coming up with more and more glitches,
That's
and
that's
the workarounds to get by them. Why do we have to go through that? Why can't they just fix it?
I got
they've
an
already
idea.
moved on.
I got an idea. Why don't they stop the events for a little while,
There you go.
fix all the bugs?
Never happened. It's all
Yeah, I
about the
know.
money.
Yeah, that's why they went to events every month.
Tell you something. This design right here, guaranteed I was coming through your base at the time when it worked.
Yes.
I was guaranteed if I didn't give a fuck what you had in your base. This design, all I needed was a set of 5 of them, 4 of them. 4 of them in my elite hellfires. I was coming. You were not going to stop me.
Hovers. That was the tune of the day back then.
Yep.
Half vanquishers, half hovers.
Half hover tanks. And once I lined that shit up, it's on. What engine?
Scorch.
Supercharged every 6.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You had to keep up with the hover tanks.
Oh yeah.
That is right here.
You wanted them to get damaged. You wanted them to get damaged.
Yep. All right, as soon as they got hit, that was it. That was it. You better hang the fuck on because I'm coming for you.
You send one toward the fucking CC.
And how I would do it,
Once the CC down, it's done.
this is how I would do it when I come to attack people. I'd bring 2 tunes. One in one corner,
One in the other corner.
one in another corner. And
Yep.
I would send them.
Send them
Yep.
both.
Yep, send them all. And they would be
Yep.
like, "Where?" And then you bring your air from another corner because that was before they had that limit.
Sandwich the shit out of them.
Well, see, I used to set 2 in each squad, so you could fit 8 in a squad, right?
Yep.
Platoon, and I'd fit 2 in each squad, and I would put fucking 4 tunes in somebody's base, and I'd put 2 in one side, 2 in another side, 2 in another side, 2 in another side, and hit Ruby.
Yep.
They wouldn't know where the fuck they was coming
And once one come through, that was it. Your ass
The
was
rest of them
mine.
get through.
Yep.
from. Once you get that CC down, it was over.
Yep.
Once you get through that hole, you was done. Game over.
And that was before they had these ugly looking walls. I don't know about you guys, but I think these walls are so fucking ugly.
They need
They
to make
are.
them black them out again.
That'll be CC.
Level 12.
Yep.
Shut up.
The funny one in my base here lately is I had a guy come in and hit me from one side, and they're still maxed out walls, but my walls drop off. Like all of a sudden, I've got a sinkhole in my base, and there's about 5 spaces of walls that they're actually smaller. Then they pop up again. It's like,
I wonder, Lonnie, I wonder if that tactic would work again.
What? Coming in from different corners? Maybe.
With what units? With hovers
Yeah.
and Vanks?
No, with howlers and you step. Hold on, this is how you PvP.
Got so much
tune.
space
Okay.
now.
You would
Hold
have
on.
to.
Hold on. This would be the PvP tune, all right?
how many
you would
howlers?
have-
Make 4 tunes. You'd have to make 4
Okay,
tunes.
no, stop.
No,
Do
you wouldn't. No,
really-
you wouldn't.
No, 4 plats.
You'd have two tunes. All right, you have 4.
Well, yeah, 2
That-
tunes.
All right, you have 4 extra howlers.
Yeah.
Throw
Okay.
in some liberators,
No. Do you really want to know what I foresee?
Acolyte.
I would say a couple of acolytes as because of their just awesomeness. A hammer. If you're going to try to emulate exactly what you used to have, use the hammers in place of.
Fire.
Well, okay. And the new units we're getting in this.
Yeah, you'd have to make it like 1,500.
Well, I mean, we hold the space, so I mean that's what I'm saying. For people with us that can hold the space, biggest problem is where the hell you gonna put your Legion and Juggernaut?
Yeah.
You can only put 3,000 in the base.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Damn, it'd be awesome to do that. Or you could just liberate the base and just make one, like a squad.
One giant plat of liberators.
And just come in all different directions with liberators.
Yeah. What is it? 60 liberators you could deploy at once at a max space. So you split them up into 4 bits.
15,
15 on
15,
one corner,
15.
15 on the other, 15
Yep.
and 15. And just let it fucking
I remember
roll.
when Kixeye first told us, well, you're going to be able to put 3,000 worth of space into a base. He's like, all right, we're going to be able to put all our stuff in there, and we're going to be able to put 2 tunes into a base, but now, hell, we got 3,000 and one tune, so it's one tune and done.
The
Yeah,
units are getting bigger.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
the air. I don't like the air ground equivalency.
I can't put an air unit into the base when I put my ground in.
Yeah, see that's upsetting.
More capacity in the storage. More capacity in the storage.
Remember,
Reduce.
this is Kickside. All right, we asked for more capacity. We're looking at another build time.
Yep. You also could do maybe
Put 5,000 space.
war factory upgrades to reduce the size of
5,000 space for each unit for each air and ground. Put 5. Yeah, I think that'd be. I think if you can put 5,000 space into a base, that'd be putting your ground and air together would be awesome.
I did put that question in for you.
The thing is with that, with the Juggernaut, how it is now, you don't need that much space.
Nope.
No, but
all right, I've been fighting Killer General has fucked my base up with that goddamn elite thing. Twice. Well, 3 times total.
Juggernaut?
Yeah, man, he's come in with that motherfucking monster. Well, I was online once, and I tried to stop it, Lonnie. I tried my damnedest.
Shadow, can I say one thing?
What's
Shut
that?
up. Shut up. I know we're supposed to be able to calm you down when you start going on these rants, but mine's not built yet. I spent all day collecting all the parts to get my elite Juggernaut so I can build it once it gets up there. Don't fuck it over so Kickside nerfs it before I have a chance to
They
use
already
it.
know, man.
They
already
I
know.
don't think they took the Omega off the table so fucking fast.
I mean, that motherfucker. Hey, Killer General, like I said, Killer General was coming in, and I had all these howlers. I'm going to show you something. Look at that down there. Look at all those motherfuckers. And he still flattened my fucking base.
Holy hell.
Okay, that motherfucker can take a beating, and all it takes is like one shot.
Telling you what, if you can put that,
I think it's 1.3 million health or something.
I
like
couldn't
that.
put Jericho in my base at the time.
With them howlers, boy, it's upper.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jericho. I know I didn't have him in there at the time because he was repairing.
Right now, I'm getting ready to get 510 range in about 4 hours for my Juggernaut.
Ooh, man.
Right now, it's sitting at 500 range, 3.2. Well, 3,255,000 health, 1,178,000 DPS.
Look,
And you know, Animal's right. He watched that episode. I couldn't move my tunes for shit. And you guys heard me cursing my motherfucking ass off.
You were not.
God damn it, Bo! Bastard!
My shit's not going anywhere. Shit.
Well, I'm gonna say, following past experience with Kickside, there will be a unit. I'm assuming there probably at some point, maybe 5 or 6 events down the road, there's going to be a unit we can put in our drone silos that will do a massive amount of damage to Juggernauts. They did it with the Vanquisher. They did it with, or not with the Vanquisher, excuse me, with the Growler. They did it with the Inferno. They're going to do it with that too. There always has to be that balance.
There is already a unit out there that'll drop that Juggernaut in 2 shots.
Yep, if you could get your tunes to move.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. That was the key when I was fighting Killer General, is I couldn't get the tunes that I wanted to get out there to hit him to move, and by the time they did, it was already too late.
That thing gets off 1 missile, there goes 1 star.
I can tell you right now, as an elite unit, it's a one hit one, and Kickside's never come out with, and yeah, it will be touched. It has to be. Because Kickside's never come out with a unit that strong before. There is no unit as powerful as the Juggernaut. Elite Juggernaut is a one-shot, one-star unit.
And the
The
bad
last-
part about it is you can't hit the missiles with nothing. The missiles coming in, you used to be able to hit, like back in the what were those?
No, you know what this is, right? You know what the Juggernaut is?
The next
It's the
Legion.
BHEX. You couldn't hit the missile on the BHEX either.
Right, but I mean, there were missiles you could hit with the snipers or in your bunkers or whatever. You
Elite
could,
Hellfires.
there you go,
Hellfire
Elite Hellfires.
missiles,
and you
Hellstorm
could
missiles.
hit them. You know,
But you can't hit the BHEX. You could, and Tech Ninja Dead showed us with his Elite BHEX what you could do with that motherfucking beast.
Oh, yeah,
It was a
it's killed.
badass unit. I mean, it was. I mean, with the splash damage it had,
Because it's not a missile, it's a shell. It's an
Yep.
actual cannon shell. And you're not going to shoot a cannon shell out of the sky.
you know, by the time most of us got it built and upgraded, I mean, you're right. There's going to be something out there to really, really counter it. But as of right now, if somebody rolls into your fucking sector and he is rolling out an elite beat, not the regular one, but an elite juggernaut, pull your tunes. Don't even fucking worry about it. Just pull your tunes. Don't and take the bubble because it's coming.
Burn your resin thorium, pull all your defenders out, and say, okay.
Yep. It's happening. It's gonna happen right now.
Well, I have a different opinion because I stopped 3 of them this afternoon and they never got a star on me.
Well, you guys seen when I was fighting Killer General, I couldn't get my tunes to move. That was my biggest problem is I couldn't get my shit out there to attack them.
Move, you can stop it.
Yeah, if I can get my shit out there, I can stop it because we've seen what can stop it. But if you can't get your tunes to move, well,
You're fucked.
bye. Yeah, you're looking at 11-hour repair time.
see ya.
When he was finished with my base, I was looking at 11 hours and 42 minutes of base tune repair time. And he rolled, once he got to this point, that was
game over.
it. I could not, and my units wouldn't move. And when they finally did move, every single one of those cocksuckers clumped up so they can all die in one shot.
Yeah, that was a shame.
All right, so we got that. The attacking waves on the event. There's nothing we could. I mean, we could try that. I mean, they're an event show.
There will be the event show tomorrow. I will be hosting that one if Shadow isn't back.
Yep. If I'm not back, it'll be made up and listed up. We'll try to do as much as we can with tunes that we don't use. So it don't matter if we have to repair them or not.
If anyone's in a sector that is lower than 49 for the event, let me know, because you're the poor bastard that will be screen sharing first.
The jump gets closed down at midnight Pacific.
That will be in about 4 hours' time. 3.5.
Hold on. There was something on. Where the fuck is that?
2 a.m., 3 a.m.
So if you're not in your home sector, please go there now.
Here we go. Jump window. This is per Sulaco. Relocation will be turned off at midnight Pacific. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, well, that is tomorrow for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it'll be 3 a.m. Eastern. You got till 3 a.m. Eastern.
That's 8 a.m. GMT.
So if you need to jump out, this is your chance. If not, well, sorry for you, boys and girls. Yeah, I almost forgot.
It's all good, man. I'm blending.
Oh, wait a minute. CM Sulaco, help me, please. Why?
Oh dear.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Report. Oh, I can't speak. Report this error ahead of my database. Oh, he's banned. He don't understand. Oh,
poor baby got banned.
That happened to a nice guy. That's what happens if you cheat.
I still like my shadow ops ended way too early.
It ended for everybody. It was a bug.
Well,
Bill,
thanks
you
for,
say it's 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Yeah.
3 hours random act of violence coming up.
Shredder Tech is in charge ordinance for the Howler. What? There is no shredder take on a howler, you fucking idiot.
No, it's sustained fire. It's got red fucking bullets.
Power of the mighty jug. Oh, taco. Oh, I seen that.
Uh-oh.
Pow!
Bow back.
There goes
Man.
the easy repair.
Look at all that. One shot.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, that
That is the juggernaut.
But the
That's-
Inferno survives. I saw that on our thing.
it does not
Inferno
matter.
survives. Inferno survives.
So did his look like his Balder survived too.
I think
No.
it was Dante.
No, I think just the Inferno.
I
I
think that was
think.
Dante.
Dante, yeah.
At least that Diamond Legion got out of there real quick.
Yeah, we know all about the Diamond Legion.
And also, that's not an elite juggernaut he's using there.
No, it's the
Elite
regular.
juggernaut, they took all that out.
Stay the fuck out of my base, Lonnie.
Like, you guys just put mine back. I need to test it.
Yeah. Look at it dodge.
Oh, we could all say "fuck you."
I just
Oh
I
no.
This is not a PvP show, assholes. Don't get no fucking ideas.
That was earlier.
That was real fast.
Be like,
That
keep
was
your
yesterday.
hands to yourself.
I just built 5 heavy gunners. Now I just upgraded the corrosion all the way to 6, and I just put them into the bunkers. So there.
That's what I got my bunkers. Now people say not to put the alkies in there, but I like having them.
That's too much fucking space in my bunker. I can't have it.
It does me fine.
I got a couple in each.
That's my ship bunker. That's the one I was testing on. Hold on, where's my other bunker?
I can't
Oh,
stand
here
it.
it is. This
I won't
is it.
stand for it.
This is what I use. This is my this bunker right here is always getting beat up because I always use it to test units to see what's good and what's bad. I've just never fixed it. Yeah, I know.
Fed them to the wolves, did you?
God damn it, Daba. Well, I ain't worried about you. You're weak. All right, I ain't worried about you, Daba.
Oh,
Get him, Dubba.
here he
Get him,
comes.
Dubba. 2 days of repair.
Oh hell, here we
You
go.
better not. The event's tomorrow.
Oh shit, yep.
No, I
He's
think he's gonna
protecting me.
kill you instead.
Oh wait, that's right. He's a minion.
Oh.
They got one lens or two.
That's
I know,
all
right?
right, man. Daba's the man. Hey, I'm telling you, we have got to figure a way to get him to say fuck one time.
I've got him to say
Come
fuck
on
you.
now.
All right.
He said it was letters, but he said it. He said it.
No. I want him to get I want him to get pissed off and get on a rant and be live and say fuck one
He just
time.
is never gonna do that.
I see you, Lonnie. Get the fuck away from my base.
Dubba's got you jailed right now.
What is it, Shadow? You having a party none of us know about?
You'll be all right. You'll be all right, Shadow. Lonnie dare eat you. He's a bit scared of you.
Looks like you're having a party.
I know, really. Oh, that Corpus 65. You guys see that? Oh, let me make that full screen.
Wow.
You see that?
Oh.
It's got that triangle laser fucking thing.
Oh no.
Orbital laser
Shit,
building.
Yeah, man. If they got it highlighted, bet you there's 3 of them in that bitch.
Fuck. I hate the orbital laser.
You know, I don't mind.
Nice, Dava.
I'll just take a couple of Halwords and just take them out.
Oh, here we go.
Damn it, Lonnie. I'm gonna put my Jericho in there. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker if you bring it to my base. I'm gonna fuck.
Guys, does Dubba want on?
Impromptu PvP, anybody?
Yep. You better hurry. You better
I
hurry.
feel left out. Where's David's base?
Go Bubble David.
Damn it, I'm not gonna be able to. Fuck.
You better hurry.
Yeah, I can. It's locked up. See?
Oh, damn. Why is it locked up?
There. Oh,
Oh,
fuck me running backwards.
no. You did not do that.
You know, I'm such a fucking nice guy.
Oh,
You're lucky this isn't my PvP team.
You activated my trap card.
Oh, shit.
get out.
Hold on.
I'm still gonna put it in your base just to watch you quiver.
Just sitting there and holding for
I'll
7
just
minutes.
send my trump card. You know, trump card anyway.
Get the fuck out.
All right. Run like the wind, bitches.
Screw
Oh,
you, Eric.
boy.
I'm already in a bubble.
Yeah, little boy. Oh.
What was that? Was that a Hades?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's in this too.
Oh, okay. Whew.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna make sure you don't bring his fucking air.
Just for the hell of it. I'll take that radio tower.
No, he's not gonna make it.
Now you know where his air spawns from.
Yep.
Just go park your halibut. I see you.
I see dead howlers.
I see a flat David.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, so close.
And they say we don't have any fun.
Oh,
Oh, he's using a bunch of them now. Fuck me. He's going for that radio tower.
He's trying to.
He really wants that radio tower.
He got it. God damn it. I was hoping my Hades would help.
I accomplished what I came to do.
Take his radio tower out.
Hey, no, that Hades tower, that fucking play, that radio tower's in a good spot.
And it's in their deep.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's in a good spot.
Needs to be deeper though. If I get it with 6 owls, you're
Oh, if I would have left my howlers where they were at, you wouldn't have
it
gotten
would
it.
have been really fucking tough.
Damn it.
This
Can't
is
have to go repair all them fucking owls. I could have sent in my Omega Titan and let you eat it for fucking take 3 seconds to kill it from it.
Yeah, that's 16 hours of repair, though. For a radio tower? Yeah.
Dang, man.
And it wouldn't have made it that fucking far.
No.
Nah, I'm still in my bubble from last night.
All right, what time is it? Oh, fuck me. It's 11. Yeah, we're going to wrap this bitch up. I got an early day tomorrow, a long day. So we are going to go ahead and wrap this bitch up. We start with some shout outs. David.
Oh, shout out to everybody on the panel, everybody in YouTube, and the millions and millions that will watch the show later.
Yeah, I'm not that fucking popular.
Yet, give it time. Give it time. It depends on if Kixeye actually still War Commander's still alive. By
Hey,
that
do
time.
your tinfoil hat shows. You'll get viewers again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the tinfoil speedo. You'll scare them all off.
Oh, no, I don't want to scare people.
No, DOS.
All right. I know that. I don't think I get enough tinfoil.
No, and shout out to Dr. Phil for all his good posts and his comments at the beginning of the show. So, shout out to you, SK. Skipjack, wherever you are, I hope you're doing good, and we miss you.
What?
All
No,
right.
fuck you, Dr. Phil? Well, fuck you, David.
That's
comes
the end. That's
that
the end
comes-
of the show.
That's the end of the show, you dumbass.
You're a dumbass.
Okay, pompous ass. How's that?
Debo.
Asshole. Devo's gone to smoke.
All right. We'll come back to him. D.
I just want to shout out to all the commanders on the panel and the people in YouTube. Thank y'all for showing up. To my clan in 108, the Hells Knights, you guys rock. Good luck in the event to all commandos. I hope you do well. Have a good one later. Bye.
All right. Lonnie, you up, my man?
I'm gonna give a shout out to 49 by Raid Alliance. I want to give a shout out to Kat. I know she's not listening, but she's holding it down in DC for the inauguration. So I love her, and shout out to all the fuckers that want to come bubble me but don't. Got a couple hours left.
All right. Satan, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, I'll have a shout out to yourself for letting me be one of your minions. I'm very honoured. And a shout out to the sector of the army. The first one I see fucking begging during this event, you're getting flattened.
That's my boy.
If you want help, wait till the big guys and the big hitters have done their events. Not in the first hour, or else
Satan, you jump to 49 so you can help me tomorrow first thing?
No, but I'm gonna miss the first probably goddamn fucking day, so you guys gotta help me out. I don't think I can handle it.
Oh, fuck off. You damn
All right.
beggar.
Iron Man, you up, bitch?
I'll throw my iron at you anyways. Shout out to Skipjack. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the people on YouTube. And to the millions in attendance and millions watching around the world. That's all, folks.
Oh, Jesus.
Man, you need to get laid.
Fucking nerd.
Jody,
Phil, you're
shout
up.
out.
Who's up? Who? What?
Jody.
Okay. Yes. Shout out to everyone. Thank you very much for having me on the panel. It means a lot. Thank you so much for all the help, all the good info, everything that you guys do to make the little minion people's gaming experience great. Say hello to Skipjack wherever she is. And Shadow. Best of thoughts and everything with you and your family tomorrow. Today.
Thank you.
Tomorrow. And it's always a pleasure. Look forward to the next one.
Oh yeah, we'll have one tomorrow. Venom, you up, my man?
Oh, God, no.
Sing me a tune, Lionel.
I will shut this shit down. No exceptions.
You can't.
Yeah.
I can.
Oh man! Please don't
If I
sing.
can you are,
Okay,
not
Lucille.
make you shut it down, Phil.
Damn.
I'll be quiet, Negan.
All right, go ahead.
I just want to shout out to all of you on the panel that grace us here with your presence and put in your insight, because it's you guys, it's all the viewers out there in YouTube, it's all the people in the forums, in the community that helps direct this game for the better. We have our road bumps, but we get through them. But in the end, pretty much everything we've ever asked for has been, as Shadow said, it's been put into the game in some form or another. It is give and take, but we get what we need. So shout out for all of you continuing to fight and support what's best for the game as a whole, to keep this game going, to keep us all together as one big family. And that's it.
All right, Phil, you
Okay.
up?
Well, first of all, I want to shout out to you guys on the panel for putting up with the start of this. I am known for very long speeches and long forum posts because I am detailed in what I do and what I say. Because if I'm not, people miss the fucking point because they lack the cognitive capacity to grasp it. And it goes out to the same fucking guy in the forum who absolutely loves to pick himself up, take that special minute out of his day to come and troll me. I am so very honored. You, sir, can eat a fucking dick. Shout out to you guys on the panel. Shout out to all the guys on YouTube. Shout out to Skipjack. I love you, honey, whatever you are. I hope you're doing well. Fuck you and good night.
All right. Well, that being said, before I throw my shout outs, I do have a couple things I want to say. All right. Now, early in the show, we had a little conversation. And I would like for all of them out there that watch this show to know that we hope, as a community, that you don't give up producing White Witch. But we want you to do it under your own banner. I think that you have the potential. I think you're a hell of a woman. And, you know, I I think I even got the name War Commander, the bilingual show. I mean, some shit like that. I mean, I'm sorry, but I think if they
I'm
did a
sorry, but
show,
that sounds like a bloody porno.
and another thing,
Shadow,
for
don't do
all
PR.
you people out there who fuck with her, I want to thank y'all because I got the fucking blame for it. Okay, every single one of you assholes, whoever you are, I have no idea who it was. I don't know. All I know is that I got the blame, and you guys should have left her alone.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she was just doing shit for the community. Yeah, we don't get all, it is what it is. Okay, but she tried her damnedest, and whoever you people are who went on there, trolled her, who sent her, and it wasn't even the trolling; it was people PMing her. It wasn't even the YouTube. It was after shows. People would PM her and just say cruel and hurtful shit to her. And that's some horrible shit, man. And I did not ever say to anybody to do that. I would never condone that kind of shit for anything, any reason. And that was wrong. And the people who did that should be fucking ashamed. I wouldn't condone that for anybody. So I don't know, Dabo. We have no idea. I didn't ask, but all I know is that she was getting rude and hateful PMs. And, at the end of the day, guys, and we've said it before on the show, it was all about the community. And, you guys were ruthless. Straight out ruthless, man. And whoever did it, I hope they're fucking happy because we're not.
No.
We are not happy.
Not in the
This
least.
is yeah, this is not something I ever wanted, ever. I
It's
never wanted this kind of anger between the shows. I never wanted this kind of strife.
the game
And
is
I would
all.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
I'm
And
sorry. I'm sorry.
I would never ever pick. And you know something? I'm a man. If I had something to fucking say, I would tell her. I would not let somebody. I would not send anybody to do my dirty work. I will man up, and I mean, I have no problems with saying what I have to say. You guys know that. You all know that by now. And whoever said it did not say it because of me, because I would never condone it for any reason. Oh, D just back in. Go ahead, D. You got a shout out.
No, no, I'm good. I said it in YouTube.
All right,
Thanks for having
please.
me. Appreciate it.
All right.
Anytime, brother.
Tomorrow we will be having the live event show. Okay. Uh, the Immortal Doc, he will be running the show as I have family commitments I must take care of first thing in the morning. I don't know if I will be back in time. I will try to log on through my tablet to at least hear what's going on and be part of the show because I'll need something to keep my mind occupied.
Shadow's
So
having a baby. Make sure they
shit,
lube you up pretty
that
good
was a
because it's gonna be hard
long
squeezing
time
that
ago.
out, man.
Best
I didn't
wishes,
say
my man. I hope everything works out.
It'll
I
be
didn't
all
say
gravy.
you was having a baby. I said you was having a baby.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta kick this motherfucker right out. Yeah, you can appreciate my fucking boot to your ass.
Ah, you fucking baby.
Toodles.
But I want to thank everybody
Midgets.
for coming out. Everybody here on the panel. Um, y'all kick ass. Skip, she is here and there and everywhere. So best wishes to her. We've had a long conversation. She has come to the dark side. She is now pure 100% unshackled, baby. So, hope you can't wait for her to come back. White Witch, Heavy Gunner, Grizzly. Shout out to you guys. I know you guys did the best you can. And I want to apologize for the whole community. Even the ones who got down there and trolled your all show. That was uncalled for. Well, it was. And I hope to God you guys do your own show. Come back and do a show. You guys help the community. As long as somebody's running, we help the community. So hopefully, guys, we'll do a show. Come back. Don't let the haters bring you down. Fuck them all. Let God sort them out.
Baby,
Oh,
come back.
don't
Shut
sing.
up, you.
Don't sing. Don't sing.
Oh.
Get a piece of pussy first, and then you can sing.
Ouch.
Take your moped and shove
Hey, Jay, I want you to know I bet I get more pussy on my moped than you can in your car.
Hey, can we just wrap up the show, please?
All right,
All right.
all right, guys. Love you guys. I'm glad y'all came out. We're War Commander Unshackled. We will see y'all tomorrow, first thing in the morning, whatever time the event kicks off. We're out, guys. Peace, bitches.
340 days left in Christmas. Fuck you,
Fuck you,
Dr.
David.
Phil.
Fuck you.